And there we go, a pasty white eyeshadow tutorial. This will match with anything. You can wear it in the morning, afternoon, night. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I did a makeup tutorial. I think Valentine's Day was the last one I did. And I don't know, I was kind of in the mood to play around with some makeup, especially colors. So ever since I got my Jaclyn Morphe palette, I've really just been dying to use this twerk color. And I don't know, I wanted to experiment and play. And this is the look I came up with today, which is kind of a smoky blue. I actually don't have anywhere to go right now. I'm just waiting for Jesse to get done working. He's working from home now, so at least he's right across the hallway from me. But I really wish I had somewhere to go now because this came out so pretty. I'm definitely gonna recreate this look next time I need a makeup look to go out. I know this might be kind of like, wow, a lot for some of you. And if you're interested in seeing a more kind of natural, neutral look with this palette, let me know by giving this video a like. You can also comment down below like, yeah, I wanna see a neutral look with the Jaclyn Morphe palette, because I know a lot of people have this palette, and seriously guys, ever since I got it, I've been using it so much. It is just such a good palette. So even if you don't have it yet, I highly recommend getting it just because it has everything. I'm totally not affiliated with Morphe or anything like that. I was actually skeptical about this palette, which is why it took me forever to buy it, but it's really, really good. Anyways, I'll quit blabbing. You came here to see the tutorial, so let's get to that. Oh, and real quick, if you are not subscribed to my channel, stop right now. Pause the video and go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would really love for you to become a part of my YouTube family. And seriously, those of you already part of my family, I appreciate you guys so much. I don't know, it's just amazing to me. Little sappy moment really quick, but it's just, the dogs are playing. But anyways, I just really appreciate every single one of you who's shared my channel with friends or family. Those of you who regularly watch my videos and always comment, I seriously love you guys so much, and it's weird. I feel like we're really family. Like, I don't know. I really appreciate you, so I just wanted to let you guys know. But all right, shut up, Julia. Let's get into the tutorial. Well, if you guys like white noise, you're gonna love this video because we have my dogs playing in the background as usual, and Jesse's working from home, so if you hear mumbling, it's him. But since we are doing a bold, crazy eye, I do want to go ahead and start with the eyes first, then we'll move to the face. Let's go ahead and prime our lids. I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. I haven't done my brows yet either. I want to do those after, so this is our first step going in. Also guys, I don't know if it's allergies or if I'm getting a cold, but I have like a stuffy nose, so sorry if I sound pretty nasally. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light to medium, and I'm gonna set that with this shade here. Just that way the shadows will kind of glide on nice and easy. Okay, now that we have that base, what color do we want to go in with first? Let's go ahead and take this shade here. Well, I don't want to poke it with my nails, which is MFEO. And let's start with that as a transition shade. And I'm just sloppily laying that down. That way we have a starting point. Oh, and I'm just using a Moda crease brush, BMX 430. Any kind of large fluffy brush will work for this. I think this brush I got in a BoxyCharm. They're actually pretty good brushes, guys. It came with like a little pack. I've seen Moda brushes at Walmart and even the grocery store version, the Walmarket. So if you see them and are curious about them, I really like them. Oh,
catastrophe.
I always do stuff like that. This is why I can't control myself with fake nails. I do want to go ahead and darken up the crease just a little bit before we go in with the blue. So I'm going to take this shade here, which is Buns, and I'm going to be using a Morphe M330 brush. And like I said, I just want a little bit darker crease. I'm just going to slowly work that in. I think I've said this in another video, I don't even remember which one, but this really is a good Morphe brush, guys, that M330. It just does a really good job of kind of depositing color in the crease, but also blending it through nicely, like not leaving it clumpy or streaky, and it just blends through beautifully. So if you want to try a Morphe brush, I suggest this one. I'll link it down below. I won't link all the brushes, but I will link this one because, like I said, this one's a really good one. I'm not affiliated with Morphe or anything like that. I just genuinely think this is a good brush. Okay, time for the exciting part. So let's go in with Twerk, which is that gorgeous blue shade. I do want to wet the brush because I want it super vibrant, so I'm just going to take my Glam Glow Glow Setter Spray, give my brush a nice little soak. Hopefully that will be nice and pigmented now. Oh, it doesn't have a mirror. This one. Ah, that one doesn't either. This one. I know this one does. Yeah, okay. So with an e.l.f. concealer brush, which any little flat brush will do, let's just go in. Ooh, so pretty. And I'm just gonna slowly start building up that color. I really like it. Okay, so now comes probably the most tedious and time-consuming part of this look, and that is blending this out. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go from dark to light to blend and kind of just reverse the steps that I took in the beginning. So first I'm gonna go in with that Buns color, and I'm taking a pencil brush. This is one, it's by Urban Glow. I got it at TJ Maxx, but any pencil brush will work. And very carefully and slowly, I am just going to blend that in to that blue shade. Just be patient with yourself. Take your time. Okay, now I'm picking up that Morphe M330 brush again, and we're gonna go in with our transition color, MFEO, and just start, again, carefully blending just a little higher. So that shade we blended right where the blue crease was. Now this one, we're gonna go just above it and blend where our darker crease shade is. Now with this same brush, I am gonna go one more time back into Buns, just to kind of bring it all together. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye and we'll be right back. All right, so let's take Pool Party, which is this shade here. I'm gonna take kind of a more fluffier, thick, sort of flat brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, but anything that's kind of pretty small and precise. And I'm just going to barely put a little bit right in the middle. And I'm doing kind of more of a packing motion just because I don't want any of that nice dark Twerk color to be wiped away. Ooh, yeah, so that kind of gave it a lot more dimension. Mama likes. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do. I am going to do some stuff underneath my eye, but let's go ahead and finish the rest of our makeup first, and then we'll put some mascara on and all that junk at the end. So I'm just gonna take a little baby wipe, clean this up. There actually wasn't even that much fallout, so that was kind of cool too. Pretty impressed, Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. Okay, so for primer, I'm actually going to use two. I'm going to start with my Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I'm kind of going to put that on my cheek area, which is where I get a little dry, and that's where my acne scars are. And when that area gets dry, it just looks so bad. I also have a couple blemishes in that area too. But I don't like putting this all over my face just because I am oily. So in my T-zone, I like to use the Becca. I always say Becca by accident. So for my T-zone, I like to use the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer. This one does a good job of, it does fill in my pores a little bit, which I have bigger pores like in this area. And then I feel like it helps control some of my oil as well, which I really like, of course. Put a little there. All right, so for foundation, I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. Mine's in the color 201 Ivory. Since I have a little somethings I want to cover up, I'm going to mix in a little bit of my Dermacol foundation as well. This one is in the shade 210. I do have a full review of this guy. I'll link it down below if you are interested, but let's make a little concoction. That's something I do all the time too, is I will mix foundations or I mix colors a lot, because a lot of times it's really impossible to find a foundation in your exact color shade. So if you haven't tried it, definitely give mixing some foundations a try. It's kind of fun and it ends up working out good. Gosh, that Dermacol has like ridiculous coverage, guys. And I like mixing it with the Pro Glow in particular because the Pro Glow does what it says. It gives you kind of a nice natural glow, which the Dermacol can be a little bit drying. So yeah, they work really good together. And they're both pretty cheap, guys. Like I was gonna say, if you have these, mix them, but this is a drugstore foundation. You can buy it anywhere. And this one, I think I got it for like 12 bucks on Amazon, so I have to say that was a good combo. Let's do a little highlight. I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape, same concealer we used to prep our eyes. And I am just going to put a little bit under my eyes. This is like a very thick concealer, guys. So I don't know if you saw me, but I wipe my brush and then I kind of try to spread it all out. And then let's do a little up here. Let's do a little down the nose and a little at the bottom of my chin. I don't want to do any between my eyebrows because this area of my skin can get chunky really fast, as weird as that sounds. I'm just taking a Real Techniques beauty blender, which I know I say this every time I use it, but seriously guys, this is just as good as the beauty blender, but it's so much cheaper. Alright, so let's go ahead and set that. I'm going to take my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. This has become my new go-to gal. Honestly, I think I like the Derma Blend better. I think this does a better job of controlling my shine and kind of just smoothing everything out. Just a little bit better, like not by much. But the reason why I use this one is because it has ingredients in it. I forgot exactly what it is. And it's not on there, but it's on the box. Oh, it has coconut water, alpine rose, and hyaluronic acid in it. And I always like to use products on my face that are good for my skin. So that's kind of why I switched to that one. And it works pretty good. Let's warm up the face. For bronzer, I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. I found this when I was doing my last video where I was showing you guys my makeup collection, and I totally forgot about this and I remembered really liking it. So let's use that. I'm using a big, I think this is an e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. I'm not sure. You guys know I love my e.l.f. brushes. Any big fluffy brush will work. But I'm just going where the sun would naturally hit, which is your temples. And if you don't, I have a very big forehead. If you don't have a big forehead, you don't have to do kind of this area. You can just do the sides. But since I am part of the 5-head club, I like to go in there. Yeah, this bronzer is really pretty and natural looking. I like it. I totally just realized I forgot to zoom you guys out after we did the eyes, so sorry if you missed kind of the chin area. But now I do want to go ahead and contour just a little bit. I'm going to pick up my Anastasia contour kit again, and let's go ahead and use this shade here. I'm taking this e.l.f. contour brush, which guys, these are really, really nice. I love using these because I'll show you right now. So first I just go in to make that nice line, get some color down, and then what I like to do is I like to turn it to blend it because it just gives it a really nice blend. Especially if you're new or intimidated by contouring, these brushes do it all for you. And I feel like anytime I have like a big pimple like that, I feel like when I'm just like caking the makeup over it, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So it's just like making it angrier, you know? And then I'm just going to put a little bit around my hairline, just to darken it up. Now I'm going to take this middle shade here. This brush is also really good for nose contouring as well. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that. Okay, let's throw on a little blush. I'm gonna use my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in the shade Party. I got this as like a birthday gift, I think. And it is such a pretty color. It's such a nice universal pink color. Probably my favorite blush. I use this all the time. And then I'm just gonna use a Luxie tapered highlighter brush. Any small fluffy little brush will work. Okay, let's do a little highlighter. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter in Sin. I feel like I'm using a lot of my like favorite things today. But yeah, this is another highlighter that I just think is so pretty. On camera, it never shows up as pretty as it is like in real life and in person, but it is just so pretty. I'm gonna use a Morphe M510 brush. Honestly, any fluffy brush will work. Alice is crying because she wants to be in the room with Jessie. Mama, he's working. Come here. I called Alice and Lily and Roro. Come. Good girls. Then I like to just kind of finish using my finger because as you can see, it gives a more bam application. And then we'll go ahead and hit my nose and the bridge. It will do. Cupid's bow. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my brows off camera. I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetics HD Brow Pencil, what I always use. I'm using the color Brunette. And then to set them, I will use this e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. I mentioned in my makeup / vanity tour that this end is dark because I dipped it in the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. So I like the color of this. Like I wanted a kind of more tinted brow gel. But this applicator, I know I just showed you guys in that last video, but just in case you didn't see it, like it's like hard plastic with little teeth. I don't know. It's weird. So I just dipped this in there. Anyways, I'll be right back with filled in brows. Okay, so brows are done. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys, because I get asked all the time, since I got my eyebrows microbladed, people are like, oh, do you still fill in your brows? And like, what do you do? And since I dyed my hair dark, I have been filling in my brows just because when I got my eyebrows microbladed, I was blonde and I wanted her to do like a lighter taupey, excuse me, color. So I do fill in my brows, but I have to say though, guys, like it takes such a short amount of time. I already have the base down of the shape, so people are like, well then why'd you get a microbladed if you still fill them in? Because I used to have nothing, so I don't know. I still stand by that it was the best money I ever spent. And yeah, just now that I have darker hair, I do have to match my eyebrows to my hair. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish the eyes. First thing I want to do now that I have my brows is I want to highlight my brow bone. I'm going back in with my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, but this time, I'm going to use this shade here, which is Beam. And I'm just taking a little, what is this? This is an e.l.f. Small Precision brush. This is a great little brush. If you ever find this, let's see, do I want to use that color or... Actually, instead of Beam, I want to use In Light, this first shade here. But yeah, if you find this at the store or if you're ordering on e.l.f. and you need like an item to get you free shipping or something, this is also a good little brush to have. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight right underneath my brow. Which my brows are kind of sloppy because I'm growing them out. Like I just want to see, I don't know, not how bushy I can get them, but I want to kind of just grow them out and see if I can do it, I guess. I don't know. Okay, and then let's go ahead and take that same shade and let's go into the inner corner. Just a bit. Give a little highlight there. Okay, now let's go underneath the eyes. Ugh! Do I want to do blue? Do I want to do brown? You know what? I want to do blue. I want to do an all blue look. So I'm going to go back in with Twerk, that pretty blue shade. And I'm going to go back in with my little pencil brush. And let's pop some under there. Alrighty, there's the smokiness I wanted. I do have lash extensions on, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Maybelline Great Lash Mascara, which my lash girl said this is a safe mascara to use if you have extensions because it doesn't have any oil in it, which the oil is what breaks it down. So I've been using this. I'm just going to use the spoolie she gave me to brush them through first. Guys, I have to say, I have really loved my lash extensions. The girl who did my lashes, her name's Jessica, which if you're in Tucson and you need a lash lady, she is amazing. Like, they looked so natural. Like, I told her that I really wanted like natural looking ones. Like, I didn't want them super crazy. And she gave me exactly what I wanted. They were perfect. They looked so good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get them filled, only because I will say the only thing is I'm an eye rubber, especially on the inner eyelashes, and hence why like my lashes are kind of like bald in that area. But I have to say, like, I do miss rubbing my eyes. But I got them on when we went to Las Vegas and they were seriously the best. And it has been so nice, you guys, to not worry about my eyelashes or eyes at all. I really haven't been wearing that much makeup since I got these suckers on because I have brows, I have lashes, like what else do I need? I mean, I do have bad skin, but honestly, like, I haven't really been self-conscious about it. So yeah, long story short, I have been loving my lash extensions. And I will leave Jessica's info down below just in case you are in Tucson, because like I said, she's awesome, she's really good, and she's so nice, you guys. So yeah. Beautiful. While I'm at it, I'm gonna hit my bottom lashes as well, which I have to say, guys, this mascara, it kind of sucks for your bottom lashes. It will smudge, but you can use waterproof mascara, which I usually use waterproof mascara on my bottom lashes. And Jessica said it's totally fine to use the waterproof on your bottom lashes, but I'm not really going out or anything, so I'll be lazy and just use this stuff. Ah, so pretty. That really just tied the whole look together. And also, I do want to note, guys, that it's been almost 3 weeks since I got my lash extensions on, and they are still holding up really well. I should probably text Jessica and let her know, because she used a new glue, and she's like, tell me how it holds up, and it's been holding up bomb. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. Let's go ahead and do the finishing touch of the lips. I'm gonna go ahead and use ColourPop's Strip. And the way I put on my freaking lipstick, every single time it always seems to not get on the camera. So I'm going to consciously try to turn, so hopefully you can see. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I am actually really happy how this turned out. I don't play around with color very often, and this just makes me ask myself why. I think a lot of times, especially if you're bored with like your fashion or something like that, and you just really feel like doing something out of the box, doing a colorful look like this can really make a statement. Like if you have somewhere to go and you're like, oh, I don't know what to wear, and you're just really struggling, throw on a gray dress. This is just a top, but throw on a gray dress, a black dress, a white dress, and do a colorful makeup, and it can just really make a statement. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. My next video I think should be a thrift haul. I just went to the thrift store today, guys, and I hit the freaking jackpot. So yeah, stay tuned for that. As usual, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to listen to me blab, come over to my channel. I really, really do appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in my next video.